Electric Sun by Logan Toffness. 3 small boxes of sand upstage, but the rest of the set is bare. Mel and Kip hover over the first box of sand with a small hand shovel. They both wear headlamps. They take silent inventory. When finished,
This will have to do. A bit smaller than I would have liked. The power supply's getting pretty low, so we should move them all over to the source tonight.
Is this the last of them?
As far as I can tell.
What are we going to do when these run out?
Move on to something else, I guess.
What else is there?
Lindsay enters. He wears a headlamp.
There you two are. I thought you'd be home by now. What are you up to all the way out here?
Gathering fuel for the fire. We've got to keep the lights on somehow.
Oh, I hate when it's dark.
It's okay. We shouldn't have to worry about that for much longer.
Did you find a way to fix it?
Let's just say I found a more plentiful fuel source.
That's great.
Yeah. So, what brings you all the way out here, Lindsay? Shouldn't you be at home?
I was looking for you. Besides, it's boring at home. I came to help out.
Oh. Well, we were just packing up for the day, actually.
Oh. Okay. Well, did you get anything for dinner? Can I at least help with that?
Linz, last time I skinned a rabbit in front of you, you cried. You really think you can handle helping now?
Fair point. Well, there's got to be something I can do.
Stay out of trouble. Stay home. In a place like this, that's as much as we can ask of you.
Right. Well, I guess I'll go home then. But don't be too long, okay? I start to worry that you won't come back. This place scares me.
There's nothing out here but sand.
Yeah, it's the emptiness that does it. I feel like there's something missing.
Go home, Lindsay. We'll head in soon.
Lindsay leaves. Kip has gathered the bones to go.
What do you think you're doing?
Well, you said we were headed out. I thought we were done.
You catch some dinner I don't know about?
Well, no.
Then come on. Kid's hungry.
He's older than you.
He's seen less. It ages you. It aged me.
You just don't want him to be involved in all this. Why? It's not like we couldn't use the extra hands.
Someone in this place has to know something other than the guilt of what we are about to do.
And someone in this place better tell me what's going on.
Not now. Now we hunt.
What about the fuel?
It's not going anywhere. Leave it for tomorrow.
Oh, but you said...
Never mind what I said, okay?
Kip returns his armful of bones to the cache.
What are we hunting today?
I'm not sure what's left.
Well, surely there's something out here still.
I already said it's nothing but sand.
Well, there's got to be something. Some rabbit hole we haven't found? There can't be nothing left, can there?
Guess we'll see.
What do we do if we really can't find anything?
We'll starve.
They exit as Lila enters. She wears a headlamp. She sits by the third box of sand and begins her silent ritual. She holds an unlit candle and a single match. Lindsay sneaks in behind her. She is about to strike the match when she senses him and stops what she is doing. She puts the candle down.
Thought you were supposed to be at home, waiting like a good little boy.
I am not a little boy. I'm not even that much younger than anybody else here.
Want to bet?
Well, that depends on what the stakes are.
Come on, what are you really doing here? I thought you didn't like ghosts.
There aren't any more ghosts here than there are anywhere else in this place.
No, just more bones.
Why do you come out here?
I like it here.
In the boneyard. Why?
It's the only place that reminds me of what was here before. It's the only sign there ever was anything here besides sand.
I get that.
Do you now?
I mean, it's still a boneyard, but yeah, this place always feels so empty, and it couldn't have always been like that.
Tell me about it.
Well, you're the one with all the stories. Tell me what it was like again.
You've heard them all before. The dirt, the grass, the trees. In the rain. Oh, God, the rain.
Not like now, huh?
No.
The lights flicker, a warning.
We should go. It'll be dark soon.
Do you think they found anything for dinner?
I sure hope so. Stone soup just is not doing it for me these days.
Ugh, you said it.
They head center.
So why do you come out here anyway?
Well, I honor the dead.
How?
I light a candle for them. Or was about to. Wards off the dark. Can't let the darkness consume everything around here, even if the only thing we can save is death.
That's an odd thing to say.
Is it? Why?
Oh, saving death. It feels reverent somehow.
Is that bad?
Maybe not. I just never heard you talk about it like this before.
Yeah, I guess at home alone all day you don't hear much talk at all.
I'm done staying home.
You gonna tell Mel that?
I'm serious. You all are out here doing things, and I sit here because, what? Mel can't stand the thought of me getting my hands dirty? Well, I'm done.
To be fair, I'm not sure that much can be done at this point.
What do you mean? Of course something can be done.
Well, of course it can be, but should it? Look, Mel has a plan. She gets this way whenever she has a plan, and with what's left around here, it can't be a good one.
Mel and Kip enter, empty-handed. They are weary. Silence for a few moments. Lila and Lindsay know what this means.
Hunting was a bust, huh?
I found some tracks. Rabbit, I think. And we followed them all the way to where the gorge starts. But the trail ran cold. Been cold for days. I'm not sure what's left.
Dark. That's what's left. And you can't eat dark.
I'll make some soup.
Any luck with the lights, Mel?
I'm working on the lights. Just give me a little more time, Linz.
Time is all I've got to give.
The lights go out.
Oh, I hate the dark.
Everyone stay close.
Kip whimpers. Small light clicks on.
Better, Kip?
Oh, I hate the dark.
Don't we all?
I swear, these blackouts keep getting longer and longer.
That's because they do.
What do you mean?
In the old days, each day was slightly shorter than the last until there was no light at all.
Is that why they made the sun? To bring back the light?
Yes. The people were afraid of the dark, thought it made them sad. So they decided to banish the darkness.
But now the darkness is back.
Yeah, it's back. And who knows what could happen if it stays back? The weather could turn back on.
Would that be the worst thing? Maybe something would grow around here with some rain.
And bring back the floods, the earthquakes, the ice. We are barely equipped to deal with the sand, Lila. How would we manage?
We would manage. We always seem to.
Is that why this place is like this? Because they turned the weather off, built their own sun?
No, it's not that. It's what they didn't plan on. The dark. The dark did this.
What else would have killed all the plants, scared the animals off?
And now there's nowhere else to go.
We're all that's left, babe.
Hurries away.
Where's Kip?
I don't know. He disappeared fast. Hope he's not in trouble. You know how the dark goes to his head.
I better go find him before he gets himself into a mess.
Mel leaves. The lights come back on.
Come on.
What? Shouldn't we wait till Kit comes back?
We have some place to be.
Oh, really? No place is someplace here.
The only place left.
You mean the boneyard?
Yeah.
Well, I thought...
Before the lights went out, you said you were done with staying home.
Yeah, but we knew where Kip was then.
He always finds his way back. Besides, Mel's out looking for him.
I guess.
You coming or what?
He hesitates, then follows her. Kip enters. Mel follows.
Kip, there you are. You can't keep wandering off like that when the lights are out.
Oh, what else am I to do?
Kip, stop. What are you doing?
I moved some of the fuel from the cache, just like you said. It was dark for so long. I fed it into the fire just like you showed me, and the sun came back on. Only now there's not much left. By tonight we'll be all out of fuel, and then what do we do? This can't be our last day.
I told you, I have a plan.
So what is your plan? You've been cryptic, and if there's something to do, anything to do, I'll help.
You sure?
Of course, I'm in.
You're not going to like the plan.
Does it involve light?
Fine. We've been out of coal for ages now. Can barely even remember what that was like. And then we moved on to wood. The few trees left in this place, at any rate. And then scraps of whatever we could spare. Clothing, blankets, animal bones.
And now we're almost out of bones even.
Not quite.
Well, what do you mean? Oh,
I told you you weren't going to like it.
well, that's because it's evil.
It's not evil. It's survival.
Lila will never go for this.
Then don't tell her.
And what about Lindsay?
That's why they're not here. Look, are you going to help or not?
Okay. I didn't say I wouldn't do it. I just said maybe it's wrong.
The lights flicker.
The sun's going out again.
Then we better get started. I'll head to the source and then finish up here. You go to the yard and get some new fuel.
New fuel. Got it.
You'll need this.
She hands him a small shovel from earlier.
Right.
Mel leaves. Kip heads towards the boneyard. He hears a voice and stops.
Almost there.
Drat.
Kip hides.
Do you ever wonder what it would have been like if they hadn't built the sun?
Every day.
Guess we can't undo history, right?
Guess not.
Do you miss them?
Yeah. But part of me misses them and mourns them even. And part of me wishes that their piece was mine too.
Dark.
Never said my opinions are pretty.
Fair point.
What about you? Do you ever wonder, I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, this is all I've ever known, but part of me thinks that if I was born into a different time, things would be different. Maybe I'd be different. But this is where I am. Here. Now. So I'll make the best of it.
Even here. You are something else, Lindsay. Do you have the matches?
Yeah. Yep. Right
Come
here.
on, there's something I want to show you.
Kip sees his opportunity to leave unseen. He scurries back to Mel.
Kip, what are you doing here?
I got scared.
Did you get the fuel?
No,
Look, Kip, if you don't want to help, then fine. But we are running out of time. Soon, if we lose the sun, we lose it for good.
I'll get the fuel.
Now, okay? I need to get back down there now.
But Lila's down there. She's always down there.
We'll get rid of her.
Well, how?
You figure it out.
But
Lila's not that scary, Kip. Go. Now.
Mel exits. Kip returns to Lila and Lindsay at the boneyard.
I used to think that there was something magical about this place. I mean, it's the only place I've ever known, but to think that here, of all places on Earth, is where I was, here's where life still existed. It seemed magical. But now I think there must be some sort of mistake. To think that the whole world was put out of its misery, everyone except us.
It's not all bad.
Well, what's good about it? We've no shelter, we're out of food, and pretty soon even the light will leave us. I'm not sure we can live without the light.
Hey, we have each other. That's not nothing.
Without food, how long will that last?
Kip enters.
Kip, what are you doing here?
Oh, Mel asked me to find you guys. She said you should probably go home because it's safe there. Safer.
Yeah, and where's she?
She's not around.
Yeah, right. I saw the sun blip. She's probably trying to fix it right now. She should just let it go out.
Why are you so bitter?
You don't remember what it was like. I mean, I don't remember, but I have dreams. The sun would give off warmth, not just light, and people would lie out in its light and just be there, basking, bare skin exposed to the sky without worry about consequence.
We should go.
Why? Because she tells us to? Who put her in charge?
Those of us who want to live.
Let's go, Lila. You two can fight at home just as well as anywhere else.
He's not wrong.
What's so dangerous about the dark anyway? Why can't we just stay here?
Look, it's not about what we know lies in the dark. It's what we don't know that's scary.
What doesn't scare you, Kip?
The lights flicker.
Mm.
Come on, Light. Let's go.
No. No. If this is the end, if this is really all the light that we have left, then it's fitting that we should end it here, in this place, among the bones of our elders. My mother is here, and my father too.
But what if it's not the end?
Well, then what's it matter if I hang out here in the light or in the dark?
I'll go with you, Kip.
No. No. We'd better all stay here then. Better we don't leave her alone.
You're staying now?
Guess so.
Sits awkwardly.
Well, you two can stay here in the dark if you want. I'm going home. I don't want to end up like the others.
Yeah, because we know so much better than they did.
You know, Lila, maybe that's why Mel wants us to go home. Maybe there's a reason.
Well, of course it is. It's dangerous out here, or so Mel tells us. At least in the dark, it feels true enough.
Come on, Lai. Let's go home. Kip can do what he wants.
I was only staying because you're staying.
Yeah? Since when do you have a backbone, Kip? Since when do you care enough about others to endanger yourself?
The lights flicker again.
Oh, I hate the dark.
Well, then best you stop creeping around in it.
Fine. You go home. I have work to do.
Is this some sort of part of Mel's great plan to send you off looting graves?
I'm not looting.
Yeah? And what's the shovel for?
Digging.
Right.
There's a reason she asked me to do it, not you.
Yeah, probably because I have morals.
I just hate the dark, Lie. You hate it too. And you, Lindsay. The dark is bad.
Don't pull me into this.
Well, do you think this is bad? One day, the dark will consume everything. And then it'll get bad. Real bad.
Cretin.
You'll be sorry you said that when the lights come on to stay and it was me that helped. We're gonna stop it, me and Mel.
Did you know that the sun used to be a star, Kip? A star. And this is what's become of it.
Look, just because it's not a star doesn't mean we can't live, Lila. Just because you've given up doesn't mean the rest of us have to.
Given up? Kip, I have not given up. I am ashamed. What we're doing, the way that we're living, it shames me. Shames us. How can you not see that?
What else are we supposed to do?
The lights go out. Lila clicks on her lamp.
Come on, Lindsay. If I can't stop him, then at least I don't have to stay here and bear witness to his crimes.
They exit. Kip watches them go. When he is sure they are gone, he scoots over to a grave and examines it.
It's so dark. Why does it have to be so dark? Best not to think of it. There's important work to do.
He clicks on his lamp.
How to choose. How to choose. Oh, Mother dearest, who bore us from the dust and now to the dust has returned. Father, proud, who put bread on our table when there were such things. Brother, so small. When he passed, the hole was barely bigger than a boot. I know. Grandfather, you've had the longest to rest. Time to pay your debt to the living.
He begins to beg.
You've been in here a long time, good sir. Whew. But never fear. It's part of the circle. Live, die, beaten by worms, and then return to the earth that birthed you. Well, you, good sir, get to help us live a little longer. So do not be ashamed. Do not be like Lila. Be proud. Be proud of your great and brave sacrifice. Ugh.
He holds up a skull, triumphant.
Yeah, now look at you, grandfather. Even you wouldn't like the dark. Even you would say this is something that had to be done. Even you would say, if you could speak, and the worms hadn't eaten your tongue. Oh well, come on now, grandfather. We'll go away, and Mel will be so proud of us.
He stoops to pick up more bones and stops.
What's this?
He picks up a small pouch.
What did you have buried with you, grandfather? What a waste. What a waste. No sense burying it here again. Maybe I'll just hang on to it for you.
He pockets it and exits. Lila and Lindsay enter.
Go home, it's dark, blah, blah, blah.
I'm sure it's for our own good. Look, we're the only ones left here, and maybe that's because whatever is out there got to them.
That's the thing, though. There's nothing out there. And if what did them in is staring into the vast void of nothingness, then I shouldn't still be here, that's for certain.
Lila, why do you hold on to nothing so tight? There are other things to believe in.
Not for me. Not for us. Don't you see that? We are the end. This is it, Lindsay. There's no coming back after this. And even if they do get the sun to stay on, what good will it do? We're all that's left.
Well, maybe it doesn't have to be that way.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, why doesn't somebody do something about us being the last? Why doesn't somebody start over? give birth to something new.
Linz, death begets death. You can't birth something out of this darkness.
Lila,
Kip enters.
Kip, where have you been? It's been dark for ages.
Trying to solve that problem. Where's Mel?
We thought you'd know.
No, haven't the slightest. I went to look for her, but she wasn't at the source.
What's that you've got there?
Nothing.
Right, because that's what you find when looting.
I wasn't looting.
Right.
Mel enters.
Kip, where have you been? Where's my fuel?
I went to find you but you weren't at the source.
I had to find something to keep the flame going since you were taking so long. I went back to the cache. This is it. We're out.
I got the fuel.
You did?
Yeah.
Where is it? Show me.
Come on.
They leave.
Is it just me? Or do they keep getting weirder?
It is not just you.
He left his loot.
Of course he did. Can't rob a grave and then keep the thing with you like it's important.
What is it?
Frankly, I don't want to know.
It's awfully small.
Yeah, and it was meant to stay in the ground.
I'm gonna open it.
It's blood on your hands, and just by being here, you make me guilty too.
What are these? You ever seen something like this before?
I think I dreamt something like this once.
So you do know what they are.
I think they're seeds.
Really? How'd they get here?
They must be real old. From before.
Do you think they still work?
Nothing's grown here in 100 years, Linz.
Well, maybe that's because nothing has been planted.
The lights flicker back on. Kip enters.
Hey, what are you doing with that? It's mine.
Oh, is that how it works, stealing from the dead?
Give it here.
He takes the pouch away from Lindsay.
You know what those are, Kip?
I hadn't had time to examine them properly yet.
Lila thinks they're seeds.
Seeds? Really? Like the plant?
Yeah, but she doesn't think they'll grow.
Well, not in this pouch, they won't.
See, Lila, even Kip wants to plant them.
I'm gonna do it. You'll see. And when the sun's on all the time, these seeds will grow like nothing you've ever seen.
Kip, none of us has ever seen anything grow.
Yeah, well, these seeds will do it. You'll see.
Whatever, Kip. It won't change what you are.
I didn't loot the grave.
Yeah? Then what were you doing out there in the dark? Where did your seeds come from?
I found them
Where?
in the boneyard.
You hate that place.
Oh, it gives me the willies.
Well, then why were you there in the first place?
I told you. Mel said to find you guys.
Right, because you were so concerned for our safety. Come on, Kip, what were you really doing out there?
Mel told me not to say.
Of course she did.
Oh, don't be mad. Why?
How can I not be mad? You're either lying or you're desecrating the graves of our ancestors. Knowing you, it's probably both.
He leaves.
Why?
Wait, don't. I'll get her.
Fine. I'll just stay here then.
Lila is in the boneyard. Lindsay follows her.
Go away, Lindsay.
I keep thinking about what you said about the sun, the old one, back before.
What about it?
You said how people used to bask in it, used to linger in the warmth, bare skin exposed, without worry. Or something like that.
What's your point?
Well, why don't we do that here?
Why don't we do that here? What do you mean, why don't we do that here? There are a million reasons that we can't do that here.
Well, so then pretend with me.
He starts to remove his layers.
Lindsay, whatever you think this is, I can't.
You can't. You can't what, Lila? Can't you see that I am trying? That maybe I have doubts too? That maybe this is the world that we don't want, but it's the world that we live in. And I'm trying to make the most of it. Make the most of it with me. Please?
Lindsay, I can't. It's not like I haven't tried.
It's okay.
It's not like I don't want to.
Yeah.
You came to find me.
Where else would you be?
Well, thanks.
Yeah. Anytime.
Why'd you come after me?
Because everyone else keeps sending me away, sending me home. I'm tired of it.
They're just trying to protect you.
Protect me. Protect me from what? From the dark? From what they're doing out there all day? You are the only person who talks to me like I actually have something to say, so I'm saying it. I'm done. I'm done staying home. Look, if we're going to live, then I want to be a part of that, whether Mel likes it or not. And if we are going to die, then at least I'd have tried to help rather than sitting at home, obedient.
Lindsay.
I've been doing this my whole life, Lila, my whole life, and I can't do it anymore.
Mel just wants something better for you than she can give to the rest of us. We've stopped hoping. You haven't lost that yet.
Well, maybe I'm better at hiding what I have or haven't lost.
He leaves. His lamp and clothes remain discarded in a heap.
Lindsay, wait.
She thinks about going after him and then decides against it. Kip enters.
I gotta plant them, lad. You'll see. They'll grow. You'll see.
He sets to work digging a small hole in the sand for the seeds.
What are you doing here, Kip?
Mel sent me. She said it's going to be dark for a while she switches the sun to its new source. And she thought I'd best not be alone while the lights were off.
So I'm your babysitter now.
I knew where you'd be. Can't say as much for the rest of them. For the others.
You mean just Lindsay?
Yeah. But he's not at home like he should be. Didn't know where else to go, so I came here.
Perfect.
Besides, now you can help me plant them. Right, little friends? You want Lila to help too.
It's not going to work, you know.
Oh, don't be mean. They'll hear you.
They're just seeds.
Yeah, and if you scare them, they won't grow.
Maybe I'm trying to prepare them for the realities of this world. Maybe it's better if they don't.
Go away.
Wish I could, but you know just as well as I do that there's no place else to go. Besides, thought you came to me.
You suck.
Nothing has grown here in 100 years, Kip. Give it up.
Then where did these seeds come from?
You tell me.
The sun blips off. Lila and Kip click on their lamps.
Oh,
And here we go again.
oh, it's dark.
Shit.
What?
Lindsay.
What about him?
He was mad and he left and he doesn't have his lamp.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Oh.
help me find him.
In the dark?
Like you don't go creeping around in the dark all the time, Kip.
But who knows what else is out there?
Nothing. Nothing is out there.
Why are you so worried?
Just help me find him, okay?
Fine, but I won't like it.
They begin the search.
Maybe we should find Mel.
I thought we were looking for Lindsay.
I mean, maybe Mel can help us.
She gets the lights on and we won't need much more help.
I guess.
Kip trips.
Oh!
Are you okay? What happened?
Oh, I'm fine. I fell in a hole. I knew I should have filled back up when I was done.
I thought you said you didn't loot here.
Like you believed me.
Well, if you weren't looting, then what were you doing here? What are all these holes?
What do you think they are?
Kip,
Where did you think the new fuel was coming from? Lila, you know nothing is left but sand. And we can't burn sand. We know we tried.
no. Kip,
It was Mel's idea. And soon the sun will stay on all the time. We won't need to do terrible things in order to keep it that way.
Kip, I found him.
Her headlamp falls on Lindsay's crumpled body.
Oh,
The lights come on.
Lindsay? Lindsay!
no, he's gone. Oh, I knew I should have filled in these damn holes.
Lindsay!
Best we bury him, I suppose.
What's the point if you're just gonna dig him up again anyway?
Lila.
I want to live just as much as you, Kip, but there are some things that aren't worth doing, not even for that.
Lila,
There are some things that I couldn't live with myself after doing.
Lila, calm down.
But not you, Kip. And certainly not Mel. And it makes me think that no living thing should have to live in a place where these are the choices, that no living thing should have to make these choices. And I keep thinking, how did we end up here? How did we end up in a place where nothing ever grows and where maybe nothing should grow? Because then it would end up just having to make these impossible choices, which makes it no better than us.
No, my seeds. My seeds.
I wonder how we got to this place.
Kip is fighting back tears.
My little friends.
Mel enters.
Did you fix the sun?
Is it still dark?
Well, no.
So I fixed it. For now, anyway.
How long do you think it will last this time?
Not sure, but we should get started before we lose it again.
Yeah. So about that.
What are we doing here, Mel? I don't think you've let me in on this master plan of yours.
And it's going to stay that way, Lila.
Fine. I don't want to be part of your stupid plan to save us all anyway.
Only because you think there's nothing to be saved.
Well, is there?
What do you mean, is there anything to...
Mel sees Lindsay's body.
Lindsay,
Is there really anything left to be saved?
The lights change, then blink out. End of show.